India's neighbours facing major economic turmoil. Pakistan is facing rising inflation. Sri Lanka has been in the midst of an exploding financial crisis. And the Himalayan country of Nepal is also going south financially. To tackle the situation now, the Nepalese government has placed restrictions on import of luxury items. Inflation has been soaring. The balance of payment deficit is ballooning. Inflows of remittances decreasing. And foreign exchange reserves are on the decline. Our correspondent Saloni Murarka getting you this ground report from Kathmandu. Take a look.
On April 8, Nepal's Finance Minister Janardhan Sharma suspended the Nepal Rashtra Bank governor at a time when the country is struggling to cope with a serious economic crisis. And that too during an election year. Experts say the move was a cover-up for poor management of economy by the government, which has been exacerbated by the pandemic and the Ukraine war. The Nepalese government is still in denial. The country's finance minister says that Nepal is not facing an economic crisis. But the latest numbers unveiled by the country's national bank sharply contradict the government's claims. Nepal's economy is heavily dependent on imports and remittances. The Nepal Rashtra Bank says the remittance inflow slowdown and a ballooning trade deficit are exerting pressure on the country's current account, balance of payments and foreign exchange reserves. From July 2021 to March 2022, the total trade deficit surged 34.5%. Imports of petroleum products, vehicles and spare parts, machinery, medicines, crude palm oil, gold and other commodities have also soared in the period. According to the latest data by the central bank, the remittances have decreased significantly. The consumer price inflation stands at 7.14% compared to 3% a year ago.
What happens is, suppose if I am opening an LC, the bank supplies me 90% of the loan and 10% I have to incur. And currently now, if I have to incur 100%, that's my money that I'm investing in already. And we don't import on a small basis, okay, 100, 200 rupees, it's about 1 lakh, 2 lakh dollars. And in that amount, if I have to invest my money, the bank is not paying me any interest for that.
Foreign exchange reserves too have continued to decline. Nepal's reserves have dropped 18.5% to $9.58 billion in mid-March 2022, from $11.75 billion in July 2021. The available reserves are sufficient to sustain imports of goods and services for just another 6 months. The central bank has a policy of maintaining the reserves to sustain imports for at least 7 months. Central bank officials say the economic situation is not normal. The government now has imposed restrictions on import of luxury items. Imported beverages, tobacco, perfumes, cosmetics, shampoos, furniture, silver, gold and artifacts are among many on the list issued by the government.
The Nepal's government decision of placing restrictions on the import of the luxury items is impacting the public from all the sectors. This comes at a time when the country is witnessing a fall in the tourism and the remittance flow has decreased by 1.7%. Remittances is the biggest source of Nepal's foreign exchange. Experts believe that there's a surge in inflation due to the rise in global prices of commodities, including petroleum products and food items. However, the finance minister of Nepal believes otherwise. He has asserted that Nepal's economy is moving in a positive direction despite the COVID-19 crisis and the war in Ukraine. Saloni Murarka for WION World is One in Kathmandu, Nepal.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.